Wake up! This is Breakfast and Bets.
Had a little breakfast.
Let's get it. Happy Sunday, everybody. October 29th, 2023. This is Breakfast and Bets. Y'all know it is your boy Ray G. You can find me on X at RayGQ. Shout out to my dog, Mitch Carl. Mitch, I know you're in the damn building. Where you at, man? Let's get Mitch in the building. Pull him up. There he is. What's going on? At
I'm here,
DFS
man.
and Donuts. At DFS and Donuts on Twitter. Mitch Carl, how you doing, baby?
I'm good, dude. Actually, we just got an Underdog Fantasy alert about a 30-minute Cooper Kupp special.
All right.
And we're going to have an opportunity here right after the intro of giving people out a freebie to start the show. Early risers in here with us at the beginning of the show, about to get fed right away. A little breakfast.
Yeah, man, that's what I said. I'm hungry. Let's go eat. First we shop, then we eat, baby. First we shop, then we eat. So, Mitch, let's get right to it. Dubclub is popping. Everybody that wants premium picks, you've got to scan the QR code on the screen. Link is the second link in the description of this video. Join the Dubclub product. Myself, Mitch Carl, J Stab, Fire. We got Used, Butcher, over 10 cappers providing picks day and night. Use that promo code BFAST. What we are going to do today is talk about a lot of good value. We are going to shop around. We've got some slips built out. But if we don't build a slip, we will identify multiple plays across sports books, the parlay sites. We're just going to shop value. Take what you like, leave what you don't. Just hit that thumbs up button, like the content, check out everything that we're doing. Mitch, I'm sharing the screen for you. Let's get it started, baby.
All right, so here's the deal. I want to give away this one real quick, but I also wanted to highlight something here, and I'm trying to find it on Twitter, of course. Man, oh man, am I proud of our team, Ray? And I wanted to just kind of highlight them before we began. They get it, they need some love here sometimes. So I love what Ray's doing lately. He's been hammering out these like plays of the day, so to speak. And it's like a super focused sniper way to gamble, right? I mean, it's not taking a machine gun, just going crazy. It's picking his spots, and Ray's been banging home W's left and right. 4-0 his last 4 NBA plays of the day. Use and Fire have been putting together these collab prize pick slips inside Discord. Back-to-back 10X and 2X slips in their first 2 collabs ever. Butcher drops 2 MMA bets last night, a plus 550 and a plus 600. Cashes out both of them. This is 2 weeks after hitting that plus 13,000 bet. Insane. This guy's so freaking good at MMA. J-Step yesterday, or I think 2 nights ago, had a 25X sitting there and then stat corrected like 10 minutes after the game for a face-off prop for NHL. It dropped down to a 2X, but I just wanted to shout them out. They've been absolutely dominating. The other thing I wanted to show, listen, 11-3 the other night, won a 10-0 Underdog Fantasy. Here's what it looks like. I'm gonna pull back the curtains real quick, Ray, before we dive into some picks. And I actually have a 2-pick parlay for Underdog Fantasy to give the people who sit here listening to me yap away. They wonder, what does it look like inside Discord? Let me show you. This is a couple nights ago. I don't want to show anything live, so I scrolled back in Discord. It's very simple. It's at everyone. Here are the picks. Here's the best odds available. Nikola Jokic, under 9.5 assists, minus 128 FanDuel. That was a couple nights ago. Cash. Jalen Duren, plus 102, over 10.5 rebounds. Cash. Kawhi Leonard, over 9.5 rebounds and assists, plus 110. Cash. Spencer Dinwiddie, under 5.5 assists. That one missed. So on and so forth. Down the line it goes. Same thing for NBA. You guys get a quick pick.
Yep.
It's just a slip. Yep. At everyone. Check out the slip. There it is. Full sweep, man. It's very simple. We make it simple for people because we don't want to overwhelm them. You should be able to outsource your time to us. Use promo code BFAST. Dive in. And we're about to show you just kind of the ease of using our product and hopefully lining your pockets today as we have both NFL and NBA picks coming at you. At least I do. I can't help myself. Pure degeneracy.
I'm betting whatever the value is. I don't give a damn if it's NFL, NBA. I just want to make money. I want to make money, and we want to make you money by shopping around for the most profitable lines. So in the comments, if you guys have things that you want to ask about, we've got the MySparry Odds Finder tool pulled up. We'll walk you through our process. So if you guys have things you want us to look in on, get our thoughts and opinion, holler at us in the chat. But Mitch, let's get into the plays for today. Let's show the people. I got a couple pulled up. You got something ready to go? Because I got something ready to go if you don't got nothing ready to go.
Go for it, Ray.
I'm ready.
You can fire off. I'll share mine right after. No problem.
I got my screen pulled up. Well, hell, I got your screen pulled up right now. But now I've got my screen pulled up, Mitch, and I got one right here. Old Geno Smith, and I'm using the Odds Finder tool, and I'm going to bat a single, man. This year, Mitch, I'm trying to focus little bit more, and I'm fine with batting singles. But right here, Geno Smith, his interception total over a half an interception on Fliff, plus 110. You can grab this. You look across the board. This is how easy this is on the odds finder tool. Minus 115 on DraftKings. Pinnacle, the sharpest book in the world, is saying this should be priced at about minus 112. No other book is giving you plus 110 odds for Geno Smith against the best defense in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns, today, to launch an interception. So while some people may say, oh, take that on parlay play, you could run that on Prize Picks, I want the pricing. I want the money. Give me plus 110, Geno Smith to launch a pick today versus the Cleveland Browns. Again, best defense in the NFL. You see me right now. I'm about to pull that in and play that. If you like the value there, take that value on Geno Smith versus Seattle to throw an interception. You're up, Mitch.
Yeah, I dig it. Let's do this thing. Throw my odds finder up on the screen. I'm going to throw underdog up there as well. Give him a little 2-pick for that Cooper Kupp action. Here we go. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it. And I'm going to remove the date. We don't need the date anymore. And this just allows you to see more things on screen, make it nice and simple. Check this out, my friends. So the new thing that we added to this tool, all right, it's incredible. You come here, it's going to say select implied probability. I'm going to click highest to lowest. I've got the NFL action right here. All right, so I'm coming down here. I'm going to grab, I'm scrolling a little bit just because, by the way, I'm going to add a button here to make this a little simpler for people, for newbies, anybody new to the family, because this is a day 3 tool. This is day 3 of the implied probability, and there we go. So I'm on page 6 here. NBA is going to be page 1. We'll show that in a second. I'm scrolling, and I'm not taking these round numbers. I just don't want them. I want the halvesies, just like we have on the sports books. And so I scroll, and I'm looking for anything that will pop off the screen for me. And when I grab that line that I like, whichever one it is that I sit on, I'm going to roll with that one on whatever platform I like. So as you see, I'm just like passing up lines here. You know, you got Jan Dotson, you know, under 3.5 receptions. You can play him on Prize Picks, underdog, sleeper, and you can see here's why. Look at every single sports book, right? I mean, we're talking minus 140, minus 150, minus 142, minus 138, just juiced everywhere. We got another one here. I'm on Ross St. Brown. Take the touchdown prop, but go under. You could grab Desmond Ridder, under 3.5 rushing attempts, juiced everywhere to the under, so on and so forth. This is all you got to do, my friends. You're just playing the math game when you're selecting these picks. Now, if you ever want to just pair two things together, you can grab both the math and the data. You put them together, and that's when you've got yourself a really sharp pick. Now, the first one that I'm going to pair with that Cooper Kupp, and listen, it's just playing the math, Devonta Smith, under 4.5 receptions on Underdog Fantasy. Couple things go into this. Number one, Prize Picks, Parlay Play, both bumped him down already. And then look at the books. Every single book juice except for one of them. That's Pinnacle minus 123, the outlier. So I have 6 markets to compare. 6 books. I am shopping in 6 places, 7 places, 8 places, 9 places. And I'm realizing the underdog is the place to play it. Not the books, but Underdog Fantasy under 4.5. So I go over to Underdog. I typed in DEV, Devonta, grabbed under 4.5, and there you go. You got Cooper Kupp, Devonta Smith, a very fine option by just playing the odds and just playing the best possible play that I personally believe in on a fixed price site like Underdog. And there you go. That's as simple as it gets. Did this Thursday for my Thursday video. It went 6-0. It was a 6-0 slip, just playing math. No opinions needed. Yesterday, not as good as Thursday. Friday was touch and go, had a 4-1, a 3-2, and I think a 2-3 slip. So it's just playing the odds game, man. And there's a lot of ways you guys can use this on your own. And again, I'm going to show you NBA today as well. You know, same thing. You just click here, you go to implied probability, highest to lowest, you scroll, and you're going to start seeing, as you go lower down the list, tons of plays. I mean, Giannis under 6.5 assists right here on Prize Picks. You know, check it out. Look, I've told you guys this before. You can use the odds finder to find all the plays that are going to bump. And it just bumped live. Giannis under 6.5 assists just bumped to 6.0 live as I had switched to the Prize Picks screen. Using the odds finder, select the high implied probability, and it's just math, man. You guys can just take all the best plus EV plays, grab 5 or 6 of them, put them together, and there you go.
Mitch, I am looking, since you're dabbling on Underdog right now, I'm looking for some stuff. I've got the tool pulled up, and I'm trying to see if I could pair something up with what you've got going on for underdog. And I'm looking in the the Commanders rush attempts. So let me go pull up what's his name? Brian Robinson Jr. I'm gonna pull up the MySparry Odds Finder tool. That's Bijan Robinson. I need the other Robinson. I need the other B Rob. Where's Brian? Brian Robinson's rush attempts. I'm looking at this on underdog because it is, I believe, 10.5 on underdog fantasy for his rush attempts.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have? Fliff minus 135. I guess I could pull the damn screen up, right? Let me do that. Let me pull the screen up. Here we go. Brian Robinson, his rush attempts. Let me zoom in just a little bit for people on here. Let's go zoom in just a little bit. There we go. There we go. B-Rob's rush attempts, 10.5 on underdog. Parlay play has this line set at 10. You've got minus 135 to the under on Fliff, minus 135 to the under on DraftKings. FanDuel 10.5, BetMGM and Caesars, same thing, minus 130. So, nothing up on Prize Picks right now, but this is an interesting line, Mitch. What do you think about B-Rob's under 10.5 rush attempts today?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're just playing the math alone, 56.96%, that's the percentage right next to that. What that means is based on the odds, the implied probability of this being successful is almost a 57% chance. Now, your goal when you're putting together these picks using the odds finder here is you want as many higher percentage plays as you can. If you can keep them all above 56% or so, that's optimal. If you can get them around 58%, 57%, that's even better. And those are going to be harder to find. I mean, you're often going to have those be tackle assist and field goal props, which you and I have talked about before, that are underutilized. Jason Sanders right now on Prize Picks under 1.5 field goals is a 58.72% implied probability of being successful, of taking the under 1.5. Plays like that are going to get removed from Prize Picks, just as we saw Giannis at 58% being bumped down to 6.0. So if you've ever wondered, how the heck do these cappers find these picks that always get bumped? It's just math. You can find them on your own as well. And if, listen, you don't got time for it, just dive in our Dubclub. We'll take care of you there.
Griffin asked a great question. He said, do any of y'all have advice for Mojo Fantasy? It's my first week playing it. Here's the thing, Griffin. There are not a lot of people taking advantage of Mojo Fantasy right now. I partner with Mojo Fantasy, and they don't mind me saying this. They have some of the softest lines and the biggest mispriced lines in the entire betting market. It's available in 19 states. It's a unique platform because, Mitch, right now, if you get into a play, and let's just say, for instance, you take the under Brian Robinson's rush attempts, and after the first quarter, he's got 5 of them, and you're nervous. You're like, man, this isn't going to hit. Mojo Fantasy actually lets you cash out that prop. It's a parlay site. Cash it out, reinvest that money in another player. Griffin, I'll get to some stuff a little later in the show, so stick around till later. I'll actually pull up some of the Mojo lines, post them on the screen, show you the differences between Mojo, parlay play, Prize Picks, underdog. It's a very different market and one that I cannot implore you all to try out more than anything because they offer free contests that you can win real money. So if you're even a little skeptical, you could sign up, use the promo code WAKEUP, get your deposit match, try out free contests, win money like risk-free. So I'll show some stuff about Mojo Fantasy at the end of the show. Highly, highly suggest people take advantage of that book. You're always on mute, Mitch. You got to unmute yourself. You got to unmute it. Come on, Rook. I know you are a veteran here. You are a vet. Let's go. Keep the damn thing unmuted,
so
Mitch.
much better at streaming, man. And it's just, I'm getting old. I'm starting to forget stuff. It's happening,
Lord.
man. I got two picks here on Prize Picks. Tyreek Taylor under 0.5 interception. Jahan Dotson under 3.5 receptions. These are not data-driven, just odds-based. And here it is, going to the betting odds finder. And I'm just scrolling. I'm just scrolling down. And I was trying to look for, hey, what stands out? Any plays here on Prize Picks, and there's Jahan Dotson under 3.5 receptions, available on Underdog, available on Sleeper, available on Prize Picks. Every single sportsbook juiced. Best line you could find is minus 130 on DK Sportsbook. So I took the under 3.5 receptions there, and I was up here. Tyreek Taylor, all right, has not thrown an interception yet. There's always been somebody who's actually taken care of the football pretty well. Matchup against the Jets, not the greatest, but I'm going to tell you what, raining out there in the Meadowlands today. I think these teams are just going to run the football a million times. Breece Hall, Saquon Barkley probably getting a bunch of touches. And look at the odds. I mean, every single book, 5 books, 5 markets telling you that, both the bettors and the opening line are saying under. High probability of a 58.48%. Very hard to find these. Zaven Collins, under 3.5 tackles. Again, I told you, anytime you find these 58%ers, they're often going to get scrubbed from the website or get bumped from a 3.5 to a 3.0. So I come over here and I type in ZAVE, and there I go. I've got a three plays. Tyrod Taylor, Jayon Dotson, Zaven Collins, purely math-based, not researching whatsoever, and I'm just taking them based on the odds. Y'all can use this, MikeSparty.com. Give it a look.
You said 58%. They're probably going to scrub it, right? 58% probably going to scrub. You said it's raining in the Meadowlands. You feel good about Tyrod not throwing any picks, right? Well, let's well then, Mitch, let's go ahead and pair this one up then, because right here on the odds finder tool, you've got the opposing quarterback, Zach Wilson. His prize picks number for interceptions at a half, 58%, and then look at the juice. Minus 145 on Fliff, minus 135 on DK. Pinnacle, the sharpest book in the world, is saying, yeah, man, minus 142 for him to launch an interception in this wet, rainy, cold game. What do you think about Zach Wilson, 58.6% right here to go over an interception on prize picks?
I absolutely love it, man. That was actually in one of my morning slips this morning.
There you go.
I tailed it from Prize Picks Sniper, one of our cappers who you and I don't talk about very much. He's very quiet, just kind of posts and goes, right? In his last 5 Prize Picks slips, he's gone 5-1 in 4 of the 5. The dude is due. And one of the picks he had this morning was Zach Wilson over a half interception. And I tailed it and I used it for one of my picks. So yeah, I'm in it. Let's do it. I dropped it in there. We're up to 4 picks on Prize Picks. Actually close to building out a full slip for everybody who's tuned in this morning. And it's purely just based on math. And I'm going to be honest, Ray. Listen, here's the deal, my friends. What we're doing for you right now is we're odd shopping. We're saying, hey, this gallon of milk is $2 at Wegmans versus $3 over here at Tops. We are just giving you the value. We're pointing out, go get this deal over here. These sneakers are $110 here instead of $150 on this website. That's what we're doing. This is not Mitch and Ray saying, here's our premium pick. We love this one for X, Y, and Z, and posting it. No. There's a complete difference. You're going to get our premium selections, our actual personal plays in Discord. Those have a massively high hit rate. That's what people are making bank with. This is going to give you value. We suggest that you take this stuff, and if you want, drop it in with your 5th pick, your 6th pick. You need 2 more picks to finish out your own slip, or maybe you want a compass. Okay, take the Zach Wilson play. Now go research it. We pointed you in the direction, and then you go do what you need with this info. But this is not us saying, man, play these picks. This is our pick. No. We're just showing you the value, man. We're showing you the coupons, basically.
And that's what Job Webb said. He said, you guys taught me. He said, this is great information. Appreciate you, Job Webb. Let's head to the chat for a minute. We got one right here, Mitch. So go ahead and get the odds finder tool loaded up, ready to input some data. We got one right here from Tristan Johnson's thoughts on the under for Cooper Kupp, 7.5 receptions. And while you pull this up, without me even looking at it, let me give you the old GQ gut feel, because they're playing against my Dallas Cowboys, which you never want to bet with your gut. Don't do it. If you real talk, y'all, if y'all want to make money sports betting, make money. There's a big difference. If you just want to have fun and hit the random parlay every now and then and it feels good, just take what you like. Just gut bet it, whatever you think. But if you want to make money, listen, man, some of the greatest Major League Baseball hitters make the Hall of Fame just batting singles, baby, just getting on base. That's what we want to do. I'm just trying to get on base and turn consistent profit night after night, not lose money. Sometimes, Mitch, you said it last night. You said, I don't have anything for the NBA, not going to force it, no plays tonight. I might be back tomorrow. The biggest thing is, man, keep money in my pocket. I don't want money to leave, and that's what we're trying to do by shopping around and finding this value. So the gut feel says, Ja, I would take the over Cooper Kupp's receptions versus my Cowboys. But, Mitch, let's pull up the tool and see what the data says.
I was going to say, listen, the gut, when you're betting in a game with your favorite team, it's hard not to listen, man. I mean, I make a Josh Allen prop every single time they're on TV. I can't help myself. So I'm totally with you. Data says, the markets say the under, smash it. I mean, we're talking 56.69% implied probability of hitting the under. And look at the odds. I mean, 6 markets saying, yeah, take the under. All the bettors are saying take the under. Opening line 7.5 was a fair opening line. And then, Sharp Better said, no, it's not. we're going to slam the under here against the tough Dallas Cowboys team on the road. So under 7.5 is in play across all markets right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch it in sports books. Too juiced for me, for especially, gambling against a superstar like that. No thanks. But if you're looking for a parlay option, I think he's in play.
Oh, Mitch, I got one for us, baby. I know
Let's
you
see.
don't.
We need two more to fill it out.
Well, listen, I know you don't like the whole numbers, right? I don't like the whole numbers either. But when you see something like this, just tell me what your natural thought is, right? So we're right here and we're look at Adam Thielen. And this is just interesting because you look across the books, Mitch, and everybody has it at 5.5, right? 5.5. It's getting bumped. Heavy juice to the over. But then you look at underdog and it's at 6. Prize pick 6.5. For Adam Thielen to go over his reception total. How do you navigate this line right here? How would you navigate the Adam Thielen player reception market where this thing is going to be bumped, heavily juiced to the over at 5.5, and you got 6 on one parlay side and 6.5 on another? This is a good one to bring up.
That's a great one, man. Actually, last night in my official Week 8 Prize Picks slip, Adam Thielen over 6 receptions on Prize Picks, I had used. And now I tell people often, I don't play bumped lines. I just don't. It's not a rule. It's mostly a guideline. I think there are some situations when it's okay. It's okay. And I thought Adam Thielen over 6 was going to be fine because I had a feeling that he was actually going to get bumped today to 6.5 receptions plus odds, in which case we would then have the value on the over 6. So I got ahead of it. I took the over 6 on Prize Picks, and I like it because now I'm seeing it this morning at 6.5, just like I thought it would be. And I think probably in the next 2 hours, Ray, we're going to see that Adam Thielen line on all the sports books at 6.5 and plus odds, in which case that 6-0, great play. Underdog at 6-0 right now, taking the over, I think is an absolutely fine play. I think it's betting ahead of where the markets will end up and still beating closing line value.
And I think that's the cool thing when you shop around and you use tools like the Odds Finder tool, Mitch, to where it's just very easy to see, like, wait a minute, hold on. Prize pick 6.5, underdog 6. Every other book in the world, the main ones have this thing heavily juiced to go over. I mean, minus 166. What does Pinnacle say? Let me see. I can't see because I got a bunch of crap on the screen. What's Pinnacle? Minus 189 on Pinnacle. If you could get this in,
bumped, man.
Yes.
That's going to move to 6.5.
Yes, if you can grab this on UD, grab it. I know there was a Cooper Kupp special up there. Adam Thielen, this is a game versus the Texans, the 2 top quarterbacks in the draft going after it today. Should be a good one. Adam Thielen should continue to feast as he's been doing all season.
Listen, I just paired that up there. I just threw it on the underdog screen, and we'll see if we can put together. Let's have some fun with it. I'm not going to do like a 2-pick. Let's try to hit a 5-pick on the discounted slip and just have some fun with it. A 5-pick, I believe, should end up returning what will it be? Let me see, just math wise. Yeah, $200. I mean, listen, I'll throw a 10 spot on this for fun. So if we can find 2 more picks, let's do it, man. I like this. I think this will be a good time, and it just be like a little YouTube sweat for us.
Yeah, YouTube sweat. I'm always down for a YouTube sweat. Hell, I'm trying to find the what's the Kupp square? What's the Kupp taco? Where the hell is it at? Did I miss it?
Oh no, hold up.
Wait a minute.
That was only for a half hour. Let's see. Expires at 10:30. Oh, I got to put this in now.
10:30. Where's it at?
Yeah.
I don't even see the damn thing.
Oh my word! You getting robbed?
Yeah, I mean, let me go to let's pull up your screen. Shit, what's the damn thing? Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, so we got Kupp over half a yard. That's it. I just saw a tweet about it. I can't believe it didn't show up for you. You're getting get fleeced.
I'm getting hosed here. Hopefully other people get a chance to get that in. Get it in, Mitch. Get the damn play in, Mitch. Get it in. Whatever you got to do, get it in.
I'm getting a little greedy. I'm gonna try to get a couple more in here. Hold up. Let me go over to, let's see. Do they still have Giannis under 6.5? Yep. I'm gonna grab that. And let me get one more quick one.
Yeah, you go ahead. Wicked Clown said, why about Adam Thielen's receptions? No, we're taking the over underdog. Over 6 receptions on Thielen on UD. J Step said, yeah, put it in now. J Step's like, get it in. Nah, Jai Webb, I ain't even used that joint yet, man. I don't know, man. UD did me dirty today. Did me dirty. So while Mitch is getting that loaded up, T-Law over 33.5 pass attempts, 58% on the over 33 on UD. So I will pull that up while Mitch is getting that in. Let me get him off the screen.
Listen, I just panicked. Giannis got removed.
Oh,
I just went Thielen and Kupp.
Oh,
They started removing my
That's
picks
all
as
right.
I was entering them.
That's all right. Hell, you saw I shared my screen and I couldn't even pull the damn thing up. It wasn't even showing
All
for
right.
me, Mitch. But all right, we got Thielen. If you get Thielen over 6 reception on underdog, take it on underdog, man. Take it.
Absolutely panicked.
Yeah.
Absolutely panicked. Couldn't believe it. It locked it on 10:30.
Well, here's what happened. You're trying to stream for the people, but then the self-greed took over, and you're trying to lock in the play to get that in. And it was the hell with the stream. I got to get the picks in. All right, we've got some more right now. Laddered AJ against Washington from 60 to 125. Go for it, Richie. Richie's tapped in every single Sunday. Richie's on every damn stream that we do. Do it, man. AJ Brown's doing his damn thing versus Washington today.
Let's talk about that real quick, right?
Okay. Well, let's
AJ
talk about
Brown.
it. Okay, all right.
So
the old
we got a
Reggie
guy here
stopped.
who's
Go
putting
ahead.
up absolutely electric numbers, right?
Yes.
Matchup pretty darn good today as well. We're starting to get to kind of uncomfortable numbers for a yardage prop, right? But the data, the trends, the matchup, everything's saying it's still a fine option. Do you have a lean in any direction for something like this for a guy who we've not really seen do this for an extended period of time, and it's not going to continue forever, right?
Do you have anything pulled up on him? I don't even know what his markets are right now. I don't know where his receiving yards line is. I don't know where his receptions are. I'm going to guess based on what we've seen.
Throw it up for us.
Okay, I want to take a guess. I bet you it's probably 80-something yards. Where's he at? Let's go to your screen. Oh, all right.
Yeah, so Price Picks have him at 90, which I don't care too much about 1 yard differential. But here's the market for the over. All right, Pinnacle says minus 148. Everything else, pretty fair. Minus 110 and minus 120. What's interesting to me is this. You've got every book saying, oh, yeah, pretty high probability he's going to have 6+ receptions today.
Okay.
And if A.J. Brown's having 6+ receptions today, I mean, that kind of makes me like taking the over for the yardage as well. I mean, we're not talking 5 catches where he's got to have 20 yards of reception. We're talking 6 now, right? 6 or more.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yes, he's not going to catch 6 passes for 32 yards. It's not happening. That's just
right.
that's not what A.J. Brown's going to do. Can you go to Jalen Hurts' passing yards number? So I'm keeping that in mind. Heavy juice to the over for A.J. Brown, favored to get those 6 catches. Where's Jalen Hurts' passing yards number at today?
Right here.
So about anywhere from about 250, and pretty even money across the board. We've got a little bit of, versus Washington. They always play Washington well on the road. Smitty hasn't been playing well. Yeah, I like it, Mitch. I like the money. The math checks out for me on this one with A.J. Brown. I'm fine with A.J. Brown today for sure. 250.5. Pretty much coin flip right now for him to hit that number. He's going to have to throw the ball. Yeah. I mean, the numbers look good for A.J. Brown. I do like it, Mitch.
Then,
I mean, I
with
like
that in mind.
Okay.
And I was leading the witness. I was leading the witness for a little.
Yeah.
What are you doing with Tyreek Hill? Matchup against the Patriots. Does not have the greatest history against them. We know how New England tries to shut down number ones and just lets the opposing teams do anything else, really.
Right.
Do you like the over 91.5 today? They've got the receptions at 6.5, boosted everywhere. It bumped on these parlay sites. I mean, we got a very similar situation and a guy with, 200-yard upside on any given day.
I'll tell you right now, if with the receptions, man, give me 6.5 on DraftKings minus 135. If you can catch that just as a nice little single right there. I mean, hell, even FanDuel is minus 146, and normally they're giving out the value. So I like Tyreek. Let me say this, Mitch. I like Tyreek's receptions a lot. And listen, versus New England, I'm never going to here's the thing. I'm never going to take a freaking under on Tyreek Hill. Probably not. I know that's not what you're supposed to say, but I just don't feel good. My gut doesn't feel good. Like, there are some where I'm just not going to touch it, right? I just won't play it. If I were going to attack Tyreek Hill, I would definitely take the receptions. He is earning a over 40% target share on the season, which is insane. When Tua's looking to throw the ball, first read target share, Tyreek Hill is second in the NFL. He's getting 40% target share. He's the best wide receiver along with A.J. Brown in the NFL. He's going to catch 6 passes, man. He's going over 6 passes. The yardage, this ain't the same New England Patriots defense, Mitch. So if I had to pick one of the markets for Tyreek Hill, it would be the receptions over the yards. And I do like A.J. Brown's yardage total in the matchup versus the Commanders just trusting the data. Where are you at?
I appreciate you answering both those on the spot. Those were just 2 spots this week. I was kind of wrestling with what to do exactly. I think I ended up taking a Tyreek Hill touchdown prop earlier in the week on Prize Picks. And after that, I don't know. I just felt lost. I felt very lost. Needed to hear somebody else talk about them both and see where you lie with those.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm actually just scrolling through. We've got a couple of NBA questions, but there's still a lot of value, man. The cool thing about this odds finder tool, Mitch, and I'm just pulling up my screen the way I'm just scrolling and looking. And what I'm looking for, just first of all, differences in these 3 columns right here between Prize Picks, Underdog, and Parlay Play. And actually, I had some Parlay Play built in already that we picked out. I like these are just leans that the data likes. Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, more than half a touchdown. Trey Young, this little NBA, less than 36.5 points and assists. Bryce Young, under 33.5 pass attempts. And then I also have Jake Ferguson and Cooper Kupp, more than a receiving touchdown. Had a couple of lines pulled away from me this morning. Alvin Kamara and Rashid Shaheed touchdown. There was another play in here. I had 6 built out on Parlay Play, but highly recommend you using multiple sports books in order to find the value. But I just like to scroll around and see, Mitch, is there any clearly identifiable just discrepancies in the market? You got to understand, y'all, it's over tens of thousands of different props that you can bet, tens and thousands of different markets and lines. There's bound to be some discrepancies and inefficiencies because every book sets their lines independently. It's that they don't come together at the table and team up and make this thing. So you've got to it's a lot to shop, but if you shop and you find the value, that's how you make money at the end of the day. So I'm just scrolling around right now. Mitch, you got anything else pulled up, or do you want to take some questions from the chat? What you got pulled up?
Yeah, actually got a banger play. I like this a lot. So I took this earlier, I think minus 125 or something on books earlier this week. I see it now. It's been juiced. It's Alex Anzalone. He plays for I think he's Detroit Lions. So they're against the Vegas Raiders today. I took under 7.5. The dude has been under, I can't, top of my head, it was like 26 of 36 games or something, right? Mm-hmm. So like the trends and the data are there. He's been under very similarly this year, like 70% of the time in the games. And it was bumped down on Underdog. Now it's juiced everywhere. Under 7.5, still there on Prize Picks. So I'm actually going to toss that in there as the 5th play as we are getting close to finishing out this completely odds-based slip as the show slip for today. And we still need one more for that. And listen, I mean, you guys can, again, use these how you want. We're just trying to find the value for you. And look, I mean, I'm passing up a lot of plays. You guys literally could, you literally could just been like, well, okay, Mitch, just put Young Ho Koo in there over 1.5 field goals. Put Ernest Jones over 8.5 tackles and assists in there. The books are saying these are good plays based on these 4 sites being fixed pricing. All right. It means they're an elite value on these plays. Because the books, they're no longer a value. You've got over 4.5 receptions on Parlay Play, over 4.5 receptions on Sleeper. Every book, juice. You could take FanDuel over 4.5 minus 128 if you're still looking for value. Tony Pollard, under 3.5 receptions for your Dallas Cowboys is a value.
Yes.
Every single book is juiced. I mean, this is it's just a value. I don't know what the data says. I don't know what the trends say. I don't know what the matchup says. I have no clue. I don't care. I just know. Yeah, instead of playing a plus 110 on Prize Picks, I'm playing a play that's an average of a minus 136, and this is a value. Parlay Play bumped it. Prize Picks and Underdog likely will bump this to 3.0 or just completely remove it. Same with Cooper Kupp. This likely gets bumped down to 7.0 at some point or gets removed. Yes. You guys can odd shop all day long on your own because every 20 minutes, the board is going to refresh with where the market has moved based on money, based on their lines being bumped or added, removed. You guys have opportunities here to make a lot of money doing this on your own. And listen, if you just want to outsource your time to us, we're going to give you our slips where we're doing this for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking. Tackle and assisted tackle prop market, man. I've got Jordan Fuller over 5.5 tackles and assisted tackles on Underdog, 57.7%. Juice to the over everywhere across the board. Tackle and assisted tackle market, Mitch, is let me. I'm gonna pull up my screen real quick because I've already got it. So right here, this is the cluster that I'm looking in. So as I'm scrolling, right, and just remember, I see everything is pretty much just 888, 555, 666, 66. So I just keep going to see if I could find some half lines. Then you get to Rudy Ford. You got 5.5 on Prize Picks, 5.5 on Parlay Play, 6 on Underdog. So there we go. Like I'm looking right there, and then we get down to this pocket right in here. And the reason why I stopped here is because there's some players that we have been playing for quite some time that consistently hit their overs. But Jack Gibbons, our boy from the Tennessee Titans, right here, 7.5. His tackle and assisted tackle line on Underdog Fantasy. This is 8 on Prize Picks. I was wondering when they would move it to 8. And Parlay Play also has his tackle and assisted tackle prop line set at 8, 7.5 on Underdog. And then you look across the board, minus 140 on Flip, DraftKings 130, Caesars minus 142, and then minus 135 on BetMGM. So just right here, if you wanted to build out a defensive slip on either Underdog Fantasy or Prize Picks, right here, 6.5 for Patrick Queen. You look across the board, heavy juice to go over this across all the other data points that have billions of dollars flowing in every single day. Jordan Fuller, you don't want to take the over on Prize Picks or Parlay Play. If you were going to do it, you pair that up on Underdog Fantasy. So right there, just on Underdog Fantasy alone, you can go Jordan Fuller over 5.5 tackles and assisted tackles. You can go Jack Gibbons over 7.5 tackles and assisted tackles. And honestly, it doesn't matter who they're playing, what they're doing. I mean, they're playing against the Falcons, so we already know they're going to run the damn ball a lot, and there should be a lot of high usage rate opportunities for defensive players in the Cowboys-Rams game with a high projected over/under score total. So just by scrolling down and looking at, there's a discrepancy here. Here goes 7.5, 8, book saying heavy juice to the over. This is how you use this stuff, man. It's very simple, Mitch. Very easy. Just takes a little bit of time to shop. But again, if you don't want to shop, scan the QR code. We'll do it for you. J-Step will do it for you. Use Butchered, Parlay. We'll do it for you. We will do it for you. Use the promo code for $10 off, Mitch. What else we got? Uh-oh. Every time Mitch is muted, I'm going to have a sounder that goes off for Mitch is muted. The muted Mitch mic. That's what we're going to get. Triple M's. What we got, baby?
You know what would help this out? Two things. Number one, I got to get a headset because my mic is freaking 6 inches away from my monitor. Number two, I mute the mic because, man, I still got this cough, man. We're 6 weeks later, and I'm like, coughing in the mic.
I know. We still love you. Mitch going strong. Don't care. Love it. You got some laughs. John Webb laughing at you. We got one right here from Jonathan. Question. Jonathan Taylor's rushing/receiving yards. We've got one there, and then got another one that just came in. We've got one, Nico Collins receiving yards. Who do you want to look up? And I'll pull up the other one on the tool, Mitch.
I'll snag Nico Collins. Throw mine up on the screen real quick, and I'm going to give away just a great play right now. So Fred VanVleet, 58.25% implied probability of hitting the under today of 4.5 boards. 5 books, so you got 5 markets here saying juice to the under. Great play, not even available on Prize Picks, Underdog, or Sleeper. Parlay play, just giving it to you. Ray already talked about it this morning. A tremendous book to use right now because they are trying to soak up new users, so they're making it soft. You guys can take advantage. By the way, these right here, if you need help, if you need a deposit match, just click any of these logos, and it'll give you a deposit match of 100% up to $100. So we plug that in there just to help y'all out. Now, again, look, I talked about this top of the show, Giannis, and basically the same percentage, 6.5, got bumped down to 6.5. Got bumped down to 6.0. What do you think is going to happen to Fred VanVleet? This 4.5 is going to be a 4.0 very soon. So Odds Finder is going to show you the lines that will move. Here's one, Westy under 5.5 boards. Underdog and Prize Picks will move. Sadiq Bey under 4.5 boards everywhere will move. So on and so forth. Play after play after play that you guys have here to finish off this slip if you want to.
Love that. Love it. That's how you use it. And Mitch, just so people know, Do you care if your slip is just filled up with all NFL or NFL and NBA? Like, I think a lot of times you see bettors trying to just, I have to have an all NFL slip or an all NBA slip because that immediate gratification. I want to know at 3:00, did I hit or not? I don't want to wait till the damn Phoenix Suns Golden State Warriors game ends at 10:00 at night. But value is value, right? You don't give a damn where it's at, what market, what sport, any of that.
No, not at all, man. In fact, earlier this week, so you know how PrizePicks does it. You got 3 tacos on Tuesday. You've got a discount on Wednesday. You got a discount Thursday, right? They're just getting you to the site. I like it. I appreciate when sites do that for me. And I understand why they do it. I don't care. I'm going to take advantage when I get a nice plus EV play. All 3 tacos I used and I paired with NFL Sunday slips. I did the same with the Wednesday discount they put up. I don't even remember what it was. And now because of that, instead of jamming in suboptimal NBA slips, I have 4 plays where all 4 discounts cashed, and I have a litany of just NFL picks mixed with it. You're just plugging in value. It doesn't matter where it comes from. And that's why I tried to highlight Fred VanVleet. That's why I've highlighted Giannis. That's why I've highlighted Deontay Johnson, so on and so forth. Take the best, take the highest. If you can put 5 picks together that are all 58% or higher, oh my gosh, that is an incredible slip, an absolutely incredible slip where you are just taking basically mistakes by those DFS platforms, those pick'em sites. You're taking 5 mistakes, you're slapping them together. You've got a really good shot at being profitable. It's a great way to bet on these fixed price sites. I'm not saying it's the truth. It's the answer. It's the only way to do it. It's a way to do it. It's a very smart one.
Yeah. I want to show, because we had somebody in the chat earlier, I believe it was Griffin, ask about Mojo Fantasy. And Mitch, really quickly, can you just pull up, we don't got to pull up the screen, but what is CJ Stroud's passing yard line right now on PrizePicks? Just what's his number at on PrizePicks, Mitch? And I'm going to show you a little something that you could take advantage of.
241 and a half.
241 on half. Oh, 241 and a half. Okay. Here goes Mojo Fantasy with CJ Stroud. So let me pull this up. Here goes his passing yard line right here.
W.
217 and a half. Now understand, it's minus 192 odds there. But what you're doing on Mojo Fantasy is you get $500. It's like a DFS thing. You get $500. You put $100 on CJ Stroud to go over. He makes his money. You're trying to grow your portfolio. And at the end of the day, if you finish over $500, you're in the green. You win money. If you're top 4 in a no-rake 8-man contest, you double up your money. There's no hidden secrets or anything like that. But these are some of the values that you could take advantage of. Mitch, one last one. Bryce Young. What's his passing yard line at on PrizePicks? Just Bryce Young. What is his number at? What's that total for old Bryce Young in the same game?
Yeah, Bryce Young is at, oh man, of course it did.
I thought it was around
Young, 224 and a half.
224 and a half. Here you go. 232 and a half on Mojo Fantasy. So again, these are some of the ways that you could take advantage of multiple books. And here's the thing, Mitch and I promise you, for y'all signing up, we ain't getting rich off of that. We're trying to help you get rich by using multiple sports books. And if some of y'all happen to live in states like I do, Mitch, I'm in Texas. I can't use FanDuel. I can't use DraftKings. I can't use Caesars, MGM. I can't use any of that. So I need to use as many books that I have access to shop around and find the profitable bets so I can make money. I got money in like 20 different books in 20 different areas, and I'm not in a state that offers DraftKings. There's a way. You got to either take the time, really grind it out, and if you don't have the time, that is why we continue to talk about this Dubclub product. If you truly love this, you've got a passion for it, but you got 2 jobs, you got a bunch of badass kids running around like I do, right? You got practices that you got to go to. We got a bunch of people that can do the work for you. All you got to do is join in, take what you like, leave what you don't. Mitch, what else we got going on?
Yeah, I think I'm going to slam in Devonta Smith or Jason Sanders, trying to figure out which one I want to roll with. Both of them end up being a value on PrizePicks here. So just want to show it. Jason Sanders on our 1.5 field goals, Miami Dolphins against the New England Patriots. And then also, I don't know why PrizePicks keeps doing that, where you type their name in and now it just like resets it. And the other was Devonta Smith under 4.5 receptions, which I already highlighted on Underdog being a very solid plus EV play. My only concern is that shoot, Devonta Smith, man, at any given moment can pop off for like 7-8 receptions. It's wild. He's such a good route runner. But I'll go ahead and just play the math game. Under 4.5 receptions will be, I guess, the 6th plus EV play. And these are not Ray and I researching these. They're just 100%. This is the math, and they're solid plays. And listen, if it hits today, I will gladly sprinkle a little love on anybody that leaves a comment after this video ends in the comment section. That's the only way to be eligible. So if this bad boy ends up sweeping, you will have the opportunity to end up making a little bit of cash by just leaving a comment in the comment section after the video. And by the way, 150 people watching. Let's get them likes up there. Try to match the likes for the views. I see we're at 41. Come on, get that up, man. Double that right now. A lot of people getting a lot of free info, a lot of free research. Our time invested into your pockets. Just hit the like button for us. That's all we're looking for.
All right, we keep getting questions, so I've got it pulled up. I keep seeing the question about Nico Collins receiving yard line, and I've got it pulled up right here. Yeah, if you're going to touch Nico Collins, PrizePicks doesn't even have the line at 4.5. It's Underdog Fantasy, Parlay Play, and then the other books. But there you go. You've got the under right here. Heavy juice to the under. There's that 58% that you were talking about, Mitch. You were talking about that 58%. There it is right there. And the over for Nico Collins, 4.5, it's plus money. So yes, if you were going to take this, you take the under on Underdog Fantasy, you take it on Parlay Play, those fixed payout sites. You would not want to touch this on Fliff at -150. FanDuel, you can catch it at -125, which is not a good play. And then you think about the passing yard lines for CJ Stroud, I think we said 240, 230, something like that. No Robert Woods in this matchup, Tank Dell. The math and the data says take the under Nico Collins if you were going to do anything at 4.5. And I just want to illustrate and highlight what Mitch just said. These are value plays. Every one of these things. I heard somebody talking about it last night. I'm friends with Alex Monahan from Odds Jam, man. We were chopping it up, and I was listening to him the other day and said that a lot of these times when you're think about, like, we're not here to gaslight you all or make you feel like you're some type of idiots. We're running 6-man parlays here. That in itself is a long shot, right? That in itself is a long shot. And if you've got people that are saying that they're hitting 6-man parlays at a 20% rate, a 15% clip, they're full of shit. It's not happening, man. But the power of these flex slips, of these 6 slips, these 25Xs is you can lose, Mitch. You enter 6 of these bad boys, you lose 5 of them, right? You lose 5 of those 6 slips. You hit 1 of them, Mitch, and you've more than tripled your return on investment. So you can't just run one of these, lose, oh man, this sucks, this isn't the right strategy. It's volume. You have to continue to take strategic shots and use the most information possible to make that money. So if you're only running one of these and it doesn't work, don't come back here talking about, y'all, we ain't wrong. We're just trusting the math. We're trusting the data. We're following the plays. Now, if I'm telling you, hell yeah, this player's going to smash, I know better than DraftKings and Caesars, yeah, come give me all the grief that you want. But we're just identifying value plays, Mitch. And I see you cooking over there. So what are you cooking up right now? Look at that. Look at that.
Quietly putting together a Flex 6. Wanted to showcase it. Here's the deal, my friends. Literally just trying to take all 58% or higher plays. I told you, this is just kind of the way to do it, right? Here's what it would look like. I'm going to type in Zaven. I'm going to give you a 6. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. And I had to remove Anthony Davis was the other. It's going to be 3 that are from NFL and 3 that will be NBA. All of them are 58% or higher. Here's Tyrod Taylor makes the list one more time. So we're going to grab that play. We're going to slam him in there. And there we go, my friends. I literally took me, how long did you talk? A minute? Took me a minute to just go to NBA, go to NFL, and just snag the top 3 plays from both, all over 50% implied probability, and doing exactly what Alex does a very good job highlighting on his shows, on his tool, which is honestly, man, there's nothing better in the industry. So
Drake
be a sharp better, right? If the sharpest bettors in the world are using all the books they can, why wouldn't you do the same thing?
Yeah.
The reason why we're showing Parlay Play and Underdog and Sleeper and PrizePicks and Fliff and FanDuel and DK is because you shouldn't just be sitting there going, oh man, I'll love me some PrizePicks. Oh, this is the best app on earth. And that's the only thing you're doing. If you have access to other things, Smarten up, man. Be sharp. You see people out there winning money. They're doing this for a career. Why wouldn't you emulate what they're doing? Y'all do it right now. You're on IG. You're like, dang, look at that guy's pecs. That guy's hitting the weights hard. What's his workout schedule, right? You're looking at his little photo and it says he's hitting the pec deck. He's doing interior delts every Wednesday, 3 sets of 12. You feeling it, right? And you're like, listen, man, I'm on a tangent. Let me go, right?
No, yeah, keep going, man. What are you talking about, man? The hell is he talking about? So
listen, bro. Pecs and parlays every Wednesday. Biceps and bets every Friday. I'm going all in on the weightlifting and the sports betting.
All right,
but
we got a couple more
people.
Yes,
do the same thing here. Do the same thing here. Listen, man, that's why I need a headset.
Yeah. All right, we got a couple of more. I just want to these are really quick. Somebody asked about Drake London in the chat. Over his receiving yard number, 53.5 across the books, except for FanDuel saying it's at 56.5. And the juice is marginal. I mean, Pinnacle is at -141, 56% implied probability. This is one I just wouldn't touch it. I mean, if you want to take it because you think it's a good one, that's fine. But for me, pretty much even money on the over/under. I mean, it's a little slight juice to the over actually, but I think I'm good with Drake London's receiving yards in this one. I would pass on this play personally. Mitch, I would pass on this one.
All right, man. Listen, I posted the previous slip I just made during my Hulk Hogan tangent, as Richie tell me how to call it out. I posted it in chat. So you guys, if you're like, oh man, let me tail that, 3-pick NBA, 3-pick NFL. There you go. It's right there in chat. Just go ahead and get it.
There we go. And I do
Let me tell you something, Ray. Well, listen, man, I blacked out. I was in the zone.
You were on one, my friend. There's a play that I took, and this will probably be my last one that I'll talk about on the stream today. And I took this play, Mitch, man, like 4 days ago, and the line's still here. So I'm wondering, is this a trap or is just like people aren't on it? But Joe Mixon's reception number at 3.5. I took this the other day on Fliff. Think I caught it at -110, but it's still here, -115 for Joe Mixon to go under 3.5 receptions. You see the hit rate percentage, the implied probability, right close to your 57.5%. But juice -145 on DraftKings, -146 to the under on Caesars and MGM and Pinnacle. The line, I don't even think it's up anymore, but you're still catching this at -115 on Fliff, Mitch. It's still a great value play if you wanted to just a single on Fliff for Joe Mixon. And again, I locked this in quite a while ago, so that's already in play for me right now on Fliff.
Ray, you brought something up, and it's an interesting point. So I believe you and I both mentioned this in previous shows as well. Some of the best times you'll find the best values is when you get that line that's like a flash value, not one that's been sitting there for 24 hours. It's that bang, it popped up, randomly popped up. You snagged it, gone in 20, 30 minutes. That's when sharp bettors slammed money on a certain direction of a prop, moved the line entirely, and then bang, you got yourself an incredible pick, smashed in closing line value. That's always when you find yourself a good spot. This morning, I posted a Flex 6 inside Discord, and I believe 4 of the 6 props had all moved within like 10 minutes. That's when you got yourself incredible value. Not when you get all the plus EV plays and you go back 2-3 hours later and 5 of them are still the same. That's okay. That's good value for sure. But when you get a slip or 4 or 5, we're talking 80% of the entire slip is moved. Man, and just sit back and enjoy your Sunday. You're in a good spot to cash.
Yep, there it is. And I just want to highlight this comment really quickly. I think this is what it's all about. This is what we do it for. And this is the real deal. And we've all been there. At least I've been there. JLE Man 44 said, I began sports betting 2 years ago and have lost way too much money. Your Discord has completely, in all caps, changed the game. Thank you for teaching. And that's what it is. That. I am not the historian of NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, any of that stuff. And Mitch, you're not either, nor would we claim to be. And if anybody out there is saying that they're sharper or their model is more powerful than MGM and DraftKings and FanDuel, again, I'm calling BS on that. But what we do like to do is just teach. This is how we do it. This is our process. If we're telling you this stuff, we're actually playing it. Mitch and I's picks are both publicly tracked. So if you want to see how good are these guys really, are they actually playing?
And I want them to.
Yeah. Like go. Like there's, I've looked around. Some people are not as transparent as you and I, but all the bad months are in there and all the great months are in there as well. More importantly, the one thing that I can guarantee and promise you is that everybody inside of this community, at least from the people who are disseminating information for you to make money, we're putting in the damn work. So whether that's 10 slips in a day or 2 or 0, we're going to make sure that when we put something out there, when we talk through some of these lines, these are things that we're actually playing, we're actually taking, whether that be on a parlay site, a pick'em site, or an actual book. So we do appreciate everybody jumping in to the stream. We went for about an hour today, and honestly, we probably can go another hour more. But I've got to update my fantasy rankings. I've got to get some slips in. We got to get in the premium Discord. So make sure you're tapped in every Sunday. Mitch, we've been doing breakfast and bets on Wednesdays, but we got to talk, man, because Wednesdays there's not a lot of stuff out for the Thursday night game. Maybe Thursday, maybe Wednesday's more NBA focused. We'll figure that out. But Mitch and I stream every single Wednesday. He's doing stuff on his channel. And we're going to start to collaborate with some cross-channel promotions and videos as well. So we're just here to help you line your pockets. Mitch, anything you want to say to the people? Because I'm hungry, man. It's time to eat. It's time to eat.
Yeah,
I want to get to the money, baby.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the hot second here. Chat, I saw a few people asking, all right, you sold me. Where's the link? We're not trying to sell you. We hope that's not what the feel, the vibe is. We're just trying to show you some goodies, and then we're letting you know, hey, inside our premium, we're going to take care of you. There's 10 plus of us, 10 plus cappers posting things. Betting models are also inside there, cheat sheets, all sorts of stuff. And if you do want access, just use promo code BFAST. Grab that link down below. It's like, what, 2 or 3 lattes? I can't remember. Is it $15? Is it $20? I don't know what Dubclub gave us. They just give us links, okay? And I think it's less than $20 no matter what. Give it a look. It's a full month. What do you have to lose? If you're already gambling every day, you're throwing $5 on every single slip. I mean, that's 4 slips for the entire month to get our personal picks, our slips, our help inside Discord. I don't know, man. I just listen. If it's $5 a pop for these, that's 4 slips. Look at it that way, and you get a month of us. So grab that link down below, and that's all I got to say.
Pablo said, when you make a slip, how many picks should you submit? Get in the Discord, man. It really depends on the site. I'll say this. Mathematically, it's best on certain sites to enter a 5 or 6 picks flex. Some sites you can get away with a 3 non-insured, like on Underdog Fantasy. That's the math. That's the data. You got to play what you feel comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're like, man, I just don't feel comfortable with putting 6 picks in and trying to hit a parlay. Listen, I can tell you until my face is blue that that's the most profitable way. The math, I can show you all of that. Ultimately, you got to do what you feel comfortable with. So I ain't going to call you an idiot for doing 2 picks, for doing 4 picks. But there are some mathematical, like you can't really dispute them, reasons why you should enter 5 on one versus 4 on another, 3 on one, because they are fixed payout sites. So it doesn't matter if you take an over and under, either direction, it's still the same odds. There's a little strategy and technique into that, but there's a bunch of people inside the cord telling you and talking about that stuff. So I don't want to give you a half-ass answer, Pablo, but there is a difference between when and why you should take certain numbers. If you actually take that advice and follow it, it's something completely different, man. But we talk about that stuff inside the cord. We appreciate y'all tapping into the stream. Hit that thumbs up button, like the content. Most importantly, scan the damn QR code. Use the promo code BFAST, and we'll see you in the Discord. Until then, see y'all later, my friends. We're out. Good luck. Peace.